A snaky sequel. The charm of snakes. Snake. The very word evokes fear and shivers, especially if it happens to have strayed into the precincts of your home and garden. It is wild and packs a fatal dose of venom, especially if it happens to be the poisonous variety of cobras and kites. I do not know why, but snakes seem to play quite a larger than I like role in my life. Born and raised in the plains of India, our ancestral home was a bungalow surrounded by wild and verdant greenery all around. I recall one incident when I was rather small and our neighbors sighted a 10-footer near the northeast boundary wall. The shout of "Cobra! Cobra!" spurred my mother to lock the front door of our house in case we kids ventured out into the danger zone. We, however, scrambled to windows to get a proper view of the interesting scene outside. Boys and men were running towards our gate as soon as this had seen the serpentine splendor of a cobra sunning itself on the wall. With all the running and the noise, the snake slithered off the wall into the undergrowth. One of the boys with a javelin in hand climbed onto the wall to get a better view. On sighting it, he managed to pinion its hood with the javelin. It writhed and thrashed about, but soon the others had beaten it and it stopped moving. By that time, quite a crowd of spectators had gathered. Scooters and cycles were hurriedly parked and all crowded in to get a closer glimpse of the drama in real life. Amidst all the commotion, the local bikriwala, quite the pehelwan, to put on a show of bravado, lifted the coils of the supine serpent and started to wrap it like a water pipe around his forearm. He made the mistake of pulling at the pinioned head. The hood tore, and the cobra, which apparently had only been dazed, came at him with its split hood. In horror, he flung the wretched creature and tried to run backwards. The crowd parted like an accordion, falling this way and that in an attempt to escape the enraged snake. The ensuing skirmish, falling over cycles and other parked vehicles, was at once both comical and tragic. The snake was once more pounced upon and beaten to death. It was then taken in a procession balanced on sticks and the javelin and was consigned to flames at the nearby crossroad. Man, in his self-preservative instinct, is forced to guard his family from dangerous species of the fauna. It brought to mind Oliver Goldsmith's poem, An Elegy on the Death of a Mad Dog. This poem is about a rabid dog which bites a man and the effect that the act of this violence has on the people of London. Some swore that the man would die, and some said it was an ingrate dog, and it ends on this note. The dog and man at first were friends, but when a pick began, the dog to gain some private ends went mad and bit the man. And while they swore the man would die, a wonder came to light that showed the rogues they lied. The man recovered of the bite, it was the dog that died. And here, the men recovered from the fright, it was the snake that died. Thank you. Please watch out for more to this sequel.